Hello, Ken Alston here. Today, I want to talk about beginnings, in particular, the beginning of my career as a public speaker. Why? Because a lot of people talk to me and ask about how to get started in a career in sustainability and circularity. My speaking origin story is instructive as to why today I'm considered the trusted authority on business sustainability and the circular economy. The story starts on the campus of Brunel University in the west of London, England, 50 years ago. I recently came across an old poster for a 6-week lecture series on the history of animation. It's 50 years old now, and probably the last one in existence. It was created by the Brunel University Arts Group to publicize a lecture series that I gave at their then 8th Festival of Short Films. That was back when I was just 20 years old and an undergraduate studying applied chemistry. Rediscovering the poster reminded me of my start in public speaking, and more importantly, of the need to create original work, not simply to regurgitate old tropes and old thinking. So I want to ask a question. Why did a 20-year-old young man think he had the skills and know-how to deliver this series of 6 weekly lectures at a university? Well, the answer is simply because he had an interest in film, in animation, and he decided to do it. It reminds me of the oft-quoted statement by Napoleon Hill: whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. It's what Hill called definiteness of purpose. Having committed himself to the task, he went about researching the subject, creating a curriculum from scratch, and badgering people in the film industry to provide him with the film clips that he could use to showcase the history of animation that he intended to present. That was me. And standing in front of a diverse audience of adults in a university lecture theatre is quite an experience. A formative one that taught me that when you study, think, prepare, and organize a body of work into a cohesive package, you're light years ahead of 99% of the population on that subject at that time. The lesson I learned that summer creating the history of animation has stayed with me ever since. I conceived of the idea to lecture on the history of animation. I believed I could do it, and I achieved it. Now, 50 years on, I'm still conceiving original work, using my head and thinking, believing in my ideas, not just repeating old ideas, but building on existing concepts, improving them with what is now 50 years of lived experience. So whatever your age, build up your body of knowledge and put your imprint on it, as I did with the history of animation 5 decades ago, and as I still do today on business sustainability and the circular economy. No one else will have your perspective because it's yours and no one else's. You're not really competing with anyone. You're unique, and your experience, no matter how short or long it may be on the topic, is yours and yours alone. But here's the rub. You have to have the courage of your convictions, to stand behind your words and commit. When I committed to the Arts Festival to give the lectures, I was all in, no turning back. When I decided to work on business sustainability, on cradle-to-cradle design, or what we now call the circular economy, over 30 years ago, the story was the same. Think, conceive, and believe in what you're doing, and then go ahead and achieve it. So back to those people, perhaps you, who want to know how to get started in a career in sustainability and circularity. The answer is to immerse yourself in the topic and build a firm foundation. Think about what you learned, what you already uniquely know, and then add value by creating a synergy of wisdom from those who have come before you, and then add to their legacy. The teaching I do now with my colleague from the UK, Rachel Cann, in the Real Circularity Academy, is used by business professionals who are working in companies on sustainability and the circular economy, as well as by existing consultants who want to get an in-depth foundation in sustainability and circularity from someone who's been there, done that, and knows what they're talking about. It's one of the ways I still practice adding value. Rachel's unique experience and talents, allied with my own, are greater than either of us operating on our own. You can access the Real Circularity Academy at academy.realcircularity.com or get our book, Real Circularity, on Amazon. Then, if you're ready to go deep, then comment DLN and I'll message you with information on my Design Like Nature trademark system for creating sustainable businesses, brands, products, and services. So go ahead, make a start, commit,